This is part 3 of the Fire Sanctuary, and in this part we're going to be getting the dungeon map, and we're going to be freeing the second of the 3 Mogmas.
I'm not sure if we actually decide yet if there's 2 or 3 in this dungeon. We'll figure it out before the end of it, though.
We're at least
hopefully. Yeah. We weren't paying attention, and we had 1 too many beers during commentary to do that.
I mean, let's be honest, it wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, that's probably true. That's probably true.
Now, right off the bat in this video, I don't like how we start out in kind of this darker, like,
no, I don't either.
Like, the rest of the dungeon's been very well lit, whether by the fire or when we're outside. It's just weird.
And that's really the only part in this dungeon where there's really kind of a dark tunnel like that. So, yeah, it was kind of... I mean, the contrast is sometimes good, but that contrast right there I really just didn't like.
I said, like, coming right into this part in the dark area.
Yeah, but right about I said in a lot of our commentaries that we just don't like dark areas, period.
No,
you know, any game, so...
I would say you do something here in a minute that just absolutely cracks me up. And you kill these 2 guys. You hookshot your way all the way across this platform.
And then shoot the guy behind me?
And you turn around and shoot.
Well, yeah, because you know he's going to get me. Dude, you remember that one part I got the vine and got off and got shot me right in the face.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm getting every single one of those archers that I find.
All I know is I laughed. I think
what I did I think we come back through here sometime.
We probably do.
And you have to kill him anyway, so I think I was just like, let's just get this guy out of the way right now.
I just remember watching you do that, and I'm like, you could have just run through the door.
I was still thinking about that one that shot me in the face earlier. I wasn't taking any chances on those guys.
Hey, I can't blame you for that, I'll be honest.
But we do come back out later, and I was like, I might as well just kill him now.
Yeah. And here's the second Mogma we run into. He turns out to be a little bit of a jerk here in a minute.
Yeah, he's a jerk.
We're trying to do these guys favors, and they have an attitude towards us.
And kind of going back to the archer, just real quick.
Okay.
You know what would happen? I got a hook shot target, and he would start shooting me, and I would have no chance to even hook shot anyway.
Blast you right off.
So that's why I did it. Okay, now back to where we were. Had to get that out.
Yeah, where we are is we're going to try
digging around now.
We're going to try to find a way to free Mogma number 2 here.
I think there is 3 though. Is there a mold dorm down this one or not? And what I'm doing right here is
I'm not sure.
Actually, like, depending on the way you go down these holes right here, it affects the layout of where we crawl. I think I might have mentioned that in one of our earlier parts, might not have. And so I was basically just going down and just getting a better layout.
Yeah, it changes like the orientation. Of where you're looking and everything.
We just went from portrait to landscape. Yes.
Yep. That's a very good analogy. As kooky as that sounds, that is a very good analogy for what we just did.
Every once in a while, I have a gym, man. Every once in a while.
I know you know your way around Microsoft Office. It's okay. And if Bill Gates, if you want to pay us for that plug right
there. Yes. Microsoft and Zelda. What an awesome Friday night.
Yes. Oh man,
that's not kind of geeky, but
I guarantee you though, back in the old, and this is getting a little off topic. I'll try to keep it short.
What Microsoft Office is getting off topic.
Back in the old days, man, when all you had was like the original Zelda, no one had maps and stuff like that. I bet people had to draw out some maps and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Now, I was sitting here thinking you could probably do that in Excel. Then I realized Excel may have not been around.
Yeah, it probably wasn't. So but you are correct. There's a lot of people that draw out maps back in those days.
Yeah. So this entire tangent was almost.
Hey, we had to talk about something. All we were doing is crawl around the underground space, crawl space, whatever you want to call it.
And once again, we talked about this in one of the previous parts of this dungeon. I'm a big fan of the water puzzles to kill these flames, and they've been ever since the beginning of the dungeon, since the very entrance of it. And I liked how they continued with the water-based puzzles.
I don't know if it's alive or not, or if it's like a robot, or what is that thing?
Well, how about
aren't all the robots in the desert though? We don't have any around here.
Yeah. How about we would have sucked if all of a sudden the tongue comes out and gets you?
Dude, that's not even funny. That's not even funny. Well, you know how many bugs we have on us.
Oh,
I'm surprised. Yeah. I'm surprised that didn't happen. He sees all these bugs and he just rips his tongue out at us and I wouldn't know what happened to us.
Now this just pisses me off. We mentioned a minute ago this guy turns out to be a jerk. He's like, I'm going to tell you the secret. Then as soon as we free him, he's like, nah, just kidding. You're
folks behind the scene. Red's worked up about this now. I can see the expressions in his face right now. He does not like this guy.
I just don't like being stabbed in the back by these shady Mogmas.
Yeah.
And the only reason he didn't is because he recognized the gloves we had.
Yes.
And he knew we'd go tell his brother.
From his brother, yeah.
Yep. So now,
is this brother the one that pops out right here after him? Okay.
I think so. And you'll forgive us while we talk while they're just having this stupid conversation. He tells us there's a secret room somewhere around here. We mentioned this back when we freed the first Mogma. These conversations kind of drag.
Yeah, they do drag on for a while. But these guys are looking for treasure, and he's not a pirate, but you see this kind of personality a lot with people that are looking for treasure. They tell you they're going to give you something by helping them out. You've not played this game before, but in Phantom Hourglass, there's a guy called Limbeck. Totally like that Mogma right there. Says he's gonna do all this.
I hate him already.
Says he's gonna do all this crap for you, and then just doesn't do anything for you once you do it for him. So
man, disloyalty. Disloyalty.
So I mean,
it is okay though, getting like that personality. Like you said, you get a little bit of their character.
Yeah, it does. So, I mean, it's a little like I don't know if spice is the right word, but it adds a little something to the game. Even if you don't like it, a little depth, like a little different. Not concept, but personalities.
Yeah, like these characters all have their own.
We're looking too deep into that. We're losing words to try to explain it because this stupid guy is still. Oh, it's a different guy now. We're still talking, so we're reaching for words right now to try to explain this.
Yeah, and the only good thing you get out of this entire conversation, well, you get the map, which is awesome. But they also tell you that, there's a secret room in here that you have to bomb a fake wall.
They could have just got through. I mean, it does add a little bit of a backstory, which, is okay, I guess, sometimes. But we've already gotten the item from them.
I know.
I just thought that cutscene right there was just a little bit too long.
Ugh.
As you can see us reaching for stuff to talk about and words that you use to explain the same concept that we already said.
I know. But, I mean, they were for the first Mogma guy, too. Just the conversations. It's just... It is what it is. But back to this underground tunneling area. Now these guys,
I think it's Moldorm. Are they Moldorms? I think they are.
They're Moldorms, because there's just like Moldorm where you have to hit the tail to hurt them. For some reason, just thinking about them tunneling and stuff always made me think of Twin Mold.
How they from Majora's Mask. That's a very good point.
How they come although they come up from underground.
Well, they're called Twin Mold though because there's two of them.
What was the one called in Link to the Past?
That's called Moldorm.
It was Moldorm.
And also in A Link Between Worlds is also called Moldorm.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'm pretty sure I'm not positive, I'm pretty sure that enemy name right there is Moldorm.
That's called the tunneling horror.
Who knows? I mean, they changed the names and they changed a lot of the names, but these enemies have the craziest names, so who knows what it actually is.
But I do like when they kind of bring back some of those old familiar enemies from a 2D game that, to the best of my knowledge, had not really... Well, I guess, like you said, they've been in Majora's Mask.
Yeah, they've been in Majora's Mask.
But as a boss, though.
I always like when they do bring back enemies, actually, but I like that they brought him back in a totally different concept.
Yeah.
Like, he's underground now.
Yep.
It was kind of that way in Majora's Mask, but you didn't see them underground. Whereas here you get to see them underground.
It's another one of those aspects of those tunneling gloves you have.
And the giant mask right there would have really hurt us, though, too. The giant mask would have not helped in that underground space right there. You
would have made a pretty huge hole in the floor. Well, if it's the same as it was in Majora's Mask, it wouldn't have worked there.
Right. And that's what in here right here I was talking about earlier. That's why I shot that archer, because I knew that part was coming up.
It worked out, because you would have had to have shot him eventually. Anyway, so I withdraw my criticism.
Yes.
I just thought it was an odd time to do it.
Hey. Like I said, I was thinking about that one time he shot me in the face. I did not want to get shot in the face or the back again.
And knowing me, I probably would have ran right into that hot ash.
Well, I already did it earlier in one of the earlier parts. Remember, I crawled out of that hole and just ran straight into it.
Oh, man. That would have just... Yeah, that was funny.
And right there, I think that's actually right there. I actually forgot the bottle when I played this one, so we had to insert the bottle into there. And I think when I was kind of twirling around right there is when I realized I forgot the bottle, but we already cut it into another part of the video.
Yeah, I think it's part 2. I think we talked about that a little bit,
yeah.
Now I do like how we're back kind of like in this outdoor area, which we love. We love being in the outdoor area, and once again we're doing this idea that was originally taken from Wind Waker, where you get the water puzzles, or you get the water drops down into the lava and you ride the lava. I know we've talked about that a little bit before.
Yes,
but it's still such a cool concept.
I just love this whole area right here for the boss entrance. Just like this whole area, it's not really a room. But, I mean, you have the 3 statues right there. There's just a lot of beauty, and I like the layout of I just like the layout of this place.
Yep, I agree. And which is funny though. For being a little bit longer than I think like Cistern and Sandship were, we're like, when you look at that map, it's not that big of a place.
No, it's well, at the same time though, it seems like we got the map very late.
That's
in
true.
This dungeon, so I think we've already been through a lot of the dungeon.
We had already explored almost a half hour, I think, of the dungeon.
Yeah, we've been here for a while. So I mean, a lot didn't pop up on the map, but I mean, we've been through it for a while. So
now this confused me. Like almost every other fire dungeon we've ever done, you get fire keys. Duh, makes sense.
Oh, that's a good point.
I don't know why they threw these cursed.
Yeah, cursed keys. It's either cursed or dark.
Whatever.
I don't know which one's called, but I think it's one of those two. But that's a really good point, actually.
Either way, they're not fire keys.
That's true. That's true. When we knocked them into lava, they were.
We did. This wraps up part 3.